Actually, to be honest, Macron's visit is like highly political, at the same time highly controversial, and we cannot forget the fact that there was two bombings in Damascus.
Macron just became the first Western European leader to visit Damascus since Assad fell, arriving with French business chiefs and a goodwill gesture. 23 antiquities Syria had loaned to Paris in 2010. But journalist Ammar Almamoun, a Syrian asylee in France, says the friendship France is celebrating leaves a much longer account unsettled. The caution isn't abstract. Two bombings hit Damascus during the visit itself.
What is missing actually, that there's a lot of deeper relationship with Syria, and if we forget the past, if we want to talk about the recent history, like we know that there is hundreds of jihadists that have left France and came to Syria to join ISIS. Some of them are actually there in Syria, in Idlib, in their own camp.
His clearest example is Lafarge. This April, a Paris court convicted the French cement giant of financing ISIS to keep its Syrian plant running through the war.
Plus, we can't forget that a French company, now Swiss actually, called Lafarge, it's a cement company. They have been condemned in France. They have paid fines. The victims were not recompensated. And the Syrian government is not saying anything about this crime that committed in Syria.
The company paid the French state. But the Syrian workers threatened at ISIS checkpoints were told they don't qualify as victims. We asked our guest what the verdict changes for them.
Right now, it means nothing.
There's also the money France already holds. French courts seized tens of millions from Rafat al-Assad, Hafiz's brother, and a French law allows it back to Syria, but only under conditions.
This money, in order to be returned in Syria, the French government need to have full transparency and to guarantee that the Syrian people themselves will profit from it, or actually will help them build their countries. And this is also highly controversial because there is zero transparency in Syria.
Almamoun says the unfinished account runs both ways. France has tried Syrian war crime suspects on its soil. But now, he says, Damascus wants some of them sent home.
One of the most famous trials on here is the trial of Majdi Na'mi, I think his name. He's the porte-parole of Jaish al-Islam, and it has been years that they are working on this case. And right now they are saying that there has been some negotiations between the Syrian state and the French state in order to deport him in Syria. But in Syria, he can't be tried for joining a terrorist organization because it's no longer a terrorist organization.
The reverse case, he says, is the one no one is discussing. The French nationals who joined ISIS are still held in Syria's detention camps.
The French officials are saying, off the record sometimes on the record, keep them. We don't want the French jihadists. And this idea about keeping them is not only about jihadists who should be tried. There's only women and children, French women and children in Al Hol and Cap Rouge. They, after the Syrian government has took control over it from the Syrian Democratic Forces, suddenly they disappeared. No one talks about them. Where are they?
So we asked him, the one thing that France owes Syria that isn't on the table this week.
In my opinion, I think they owe to the victims. And if the new politics are only regarded economics, are regarded as only about constructing a new financial projects, economic project that doesn't actually touch the victims, I think we're just in front of another wave of new countries that want to invest in Syria to gain money, basically.